What's up? We got some new updates, and man, I'm telling you right now, this does not look good for the diddler. Cassie Ventura's mama is going to be testifying, and it looks like she may be testifying end of day today or tomorrow. It doesn't matter. We are going to be covering a lot of this. Like I said, I'll be live at noon, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time to talk about all of this and then some as far as the live updates and the live tweets revolving around this particular trial. This is a big trial, and we are watching this and keeping a watch on this big, big time. Now, one thing is for sure. They're saying that Cassie Ventura's mama is actually testifying either today after Dawn Richard's testimony, which will be also scathing and bad for Diddy as well, because she saw things that she saw things and witnessed things that no one should ever witness or deal with in the first place. But at the same time, there's a good possibility that she did see people working for Diddy in this type of way, as far as the racketeering charges that are set upon Diddy right now, which he's basically fighting for his life. Like I said, the STing and the pros stuff, they've basically laid that groundwork very, very well out. But outside of that, guys, racketeering, still a thing. Now, I'm still kind of curious as to what the mom has to say about this and why they're bringing the mother into this situation, which is very, very interesting nonetheless. But there could be a lot of things that she saw, right? Cassie did say that she confided into her mother after some time, because she was hiding this from her mother for a while. And then finally she confessed and gave her the terrible news that Diddy was actually putting his hands on her, right? But there's more to this that I think will be interesting, because maybe Cassie's mom saw the enterprise. Maybe she saw the groups of people, the assistants, the bodyguards, etc., doing all these things at Diddy's rule or at Diddy's will to either cover up the attacks that Cassie endured, or even more. Also, again, she may have witnessed some things too that we don't know about, right? So, of course, this is going to be very interesting when this all goes down. But let me read a little bit of this article for you guys. And again, this could happen today at the end of Dawn Richard's testimony, depending on how long Dawn's testimony is going to be, or it may happen starting tomorrow. But nonetheless, we will be watching this, and I will be live today at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know, I might be on a little bit earlier just in case, because I am, doing this from another location. But regardless, I will be live 12 p.m. Central Standard Time to talk about all this stuff and then some. But let's get into this article, okay? So it says last week, okay, Cassie mentioned her mother in several responses during her testimony in the beginning of Diddy's trial. She did say a lot about her mom not knowing, then her mother finding out, and all that, okay? Now, they're saying that there are reports that Regina Ventura, Cassie's mother, will indeed be taking the stand this particular week, all right? It's unsure if she'll be asked, what she'll be asked while under oath. So, of course, prosecutors said Cassie's mom could be a witness after the mogul's former artist Dawn Richard had testified or testifies today, that they are expected to have her testify this week after Dawn Richard. Okay, so Regina Ventura, the mother, okay, has been seemingly quiet throughout the trial's buildup. It is mentioned last week that her daughter and son-in-law were living with her until the singer received her settlement of $20 million from Diddy, which is a big deal. Okay, and then again, we just found out that Cassie also got a settlement of $10 million from the actual hotel that she was attacked in that famous video that we've all seen. Okay, so again, this is going to be very interesting. So news of her mom testifying received mixed reactions on social media. A lot of people are sitting there saying, "How is your mom, your former best friend?" This makes it seem like Cassie was chasing a lifestyle that became too much for her, or her mom gave her to the industry. Of course, there's going to be a lot of speculation and theories about was she a sacrifice of some sort? and all that. I mean, of course, there's going to be shade being thrown. Okay. Some people are just confused by the actual testimony itself, trying to understand why she's even being brought in. Honestly, I think that there's a lot that she could tell. Because again, there may be things that she saw, that she witnessed. I mean, shoot, even Dawn Richard, okay? I know that we haven't really talked much about Dawn Richard's case. We will be talking about that a little bit later on today. But even Dawn Richard's father could be a potential witness to this trial as well. She was locked up and held against her will inside of a car in I guess in the freezing cold. Father had to come up, try to go and save his daughter, and then was threatened by Diddy himself. So again, you see certain things like this and you instantly wonder, hey, wait a second. These parents that witnessed things, that saw threats of any kind, could easily come to the stand and testify, giving their account. It may be short, it may not be super fast, or it may not be super long, it may not be a 4-day type of testimony, but they are still eyewitnesses to how Diddy operated and how he treated others that were under his rule. I hate to say it like that, but it's really like he was ruling over these people. It's really, really bad, right? And he was commanding them. And if they did not want to do what he asked him to do, he would use brute force. And that's just who he was, right? Now, of course, I get that people are going to be wondering what the hell is going on, why she's being brought in. But again, this is a loving mother that did not know what was going on until much, much later. I'm sure she saw signs of something. Of course, she can also talk about her daughter's substance abuse issues and all of that. But nonetheless, you have a mother that was letting her daughter get into the industry. I'm sure she trusted the industry. They probably were smiling in this woman's face, being like, oh, there's nothing to worry about. She's doing just fine, only to find out that she's being just absolutely used like a rag doll, right? Used like a toy and just tossed to the side at any given moment. I could see her being very angry and getting an opportunity to come up here and testify against the monster that did these terrible things to your own child. Damn right. Damn right. I don't blame her for coming through and doing what she needs to do. But what say you guys? Do you think that this is a good move on prosecution, or do you think this is just a waste of time? In my personal opinion, it's only a waste of time if she comes up and they're only just talking about the attacks. Don't get me wrong. I get that we need to know about how poorly Diddy treated Cassie and possibly other artists and other victims as well, because you never know. The mother may have seen other victims as well. That's possible. But at the same time, this is not the reason why Diddy's in trial for. Remember, he's here for STing, pros, racketeering, RICO charges, right? But he's not on charge. He's not getting charged for these DV and these A type of charges. Don't get me wrong. Those need to be acknowledged, and he needs to rot for those things, and he needs to be reprimanded for those things. He needs an answer to those things. But at the same time, guys, at the same doggone time, that's not what he's on trial for. So I'm very interested in as far as what they're bringing her in for. Is it going to be anything to show proof positive of racketeering or of any of these STing, RICO charges or the pro charges? That's what I'm really interested in. Of course, I would love to hear a little bit more about how she found out about these, what was going on with Cassie and what Cassie endured. But like I said, is this about the charges, the federal charges that he's looking at right now? That is a question that I hope will get answered today. But what say you guys? Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I'm telling you right now, I'll be live at noon. I may be live a little bit earlier than noon just so I can get things moving. Because this tornado really did come in and do some damage, throughout the entire area. But I will be live. We will be talking about all of this and very, very much and much more. So just be on the lookout for it. But I will see you guys very soon. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button. And we'll talk here soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.